This upload contains strong language. Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel with some more Destiny the Taken King action. This footage was taken from a mission that I had done really early in the expansion's release, but this is just more or less of a backdrop for a video that I want to do in relation to raiding. Now, I know quite a few people like to do the raids. I know quite a few people don't like to do the raids, and I know some people are frustrated in doing the raids, and I just want to basically just give some tips and some pointers out onto how to have a near successful or indeed successful raid. Now, I know that between everybody's abilities, everybody works as a team. It's all about teamwork. Nothing more, nothing freaking less. So once you understand that it is teamwork to begin with, then you're ready to go. Now, here's the tips that I basically have, and I hope they might help you. Now, tip number one, friends over randoms. I'm sorry, that's just the way it freaking works. It's the best effective way on getting a like-minded team going. Sometimes it's a gamble where you take on randoms to join your team. I mean, even whether it's just you and a friend or you and 4 friends and you just gotta basically get one random. I don't care what the permutation is, but you gotta have a friend to work with that knows your idiosyncrasies and they know yours. Do you know what I mean? Because with friends' idiosyncrasies, you tend to have a little bit more tolerance and a bit more patience with them. With randoms, you tend not to, because you just don't know them. You don't know them, you know, and sometimes you might be a bit anxious into wondering, I wonder if they're just a prick for 30 minutes or they're going to be a prick for the duration. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to kind of suss that shit out. So friends above randoms. Try and get as many friends as you possibly can get, with the appropriate light level, I might hasten to add. Okay, tip number 2, respect everyone's time. You just simply got to respect everyone's time. You know, time equates to life, and there is more to life than playing video games for some people. Some people might just have a spare hour, a spare 3 hours into doing a raid, especially. But everybody has life issues to deal with. Life gets in the way, you know. If they can't pay their electricity bills, they can't be doing shit like this. Do you know what I'm saying? So you got to respect everyone's time, because you might have some people in England, America, Australia, China on the same raid, and everybody's physical and mental being can be different, you know. So you have to respect everyone's time. Number 3, this is a no shit Sherlock bullet point, but you gotta have a mic, man. You've got to have a mic. I don't care if you can't speak English. Tell me you can't speak English on that microphone and show some willing. Do you know what I mean? Then you might get a little reprieve. But if you don't show willing, and I mean, you can show willing and say, well, I'm willing to listen, but you can't tell me shit when people's in front of you, when you got thralls and ogres in front of you. You can't tell me nothing. And then the next thing I'm looking around, oh, he's dead. The guy with no mic is dead. You know, that's frustrating, if anything. So you gotta have a mic. There is no ifs or buts about it. Have a mic, okay? Number 4, a welcome is welcome. The amount of times I've joined a raid, or people have joined a raid or a fire team that I am in, and continue their fucking conversation without showing no acknowledgement to the person that has just joined the fire team, is one of the most rudest, antisocial and frustrating things I've ever experienced. If somebody is taking the time out to answer your LFG invitation, right, and has joined your fire team, the least you can do is say, oh, hi, welcome, thanks for joining us, you know, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But more times than not, I've seen people just carry on their conversation for fucking 20, 30 seconds while the person has basically joined up the fire team. And it just shows a lack of manners. And then when the person introduces themselves and the rest of the team goes, yeah, all right, yeah, all right, I want to leave. And it's not even happening to me, because that just shows me a lack of bumbaclaw attention. But anyway, a welcome is welcome. If you make a fire team member feel welcomed, they will basically feel a part of what's going on, and they will share in your successes and your failures and take it all on the chin, as well as the rest of the fire team. That's how I see it. Tip number 5, establish a leader. Okay? Now, the leader doesn't have to be somebody who has done the raid 50,000 times, but somebody who can basically delegate and designate roles for other people to do clearly and concisely. Do you know what I mean? And has an easy going manner about him so we can follow what he's basically doing. You know? That's all. We have to establish a leader. We can't have fucking 2 leaders, 3 leaders, 4 leaders. That's just not going to work. You establish one leader to designate and delegate, and that will make everything a whole lot better. Which kind of ties in to tip number 6, which is listen to the most experienced raider. Now, if you are joining up with LFG groups and just looking for people to basically hook up with to join your fire team to do a raid that you have not done before, let's say, and somebody comes in that's done the raid 2, 3, or 4 times, you simply just got to listen to them. You know, no amount of watching YouTube videos is going to replace the hands-on experience that somebody who's done a raid has got to basically give in terms of strategy, because you're literally in the field together with that person. So listen to the most experienced raider. And that ties in to my next tip, and this goes out to experienced raiders. Don't be an elitist prick either. Do you know what I mean? By that I mean, okay, you've done the raid 2, 3, 4, 5 times. The fact is, you had to start from somewhere. You had to start from 0. From year 1 of Destiny, you had to start from 0. Zilch. Nada. Right? And there are some gamers who have actually bought Destiny for the first time that wants to do the raid. Vault of Glass, Crow, or whatever. And they just want to get into that vibe. But their frustration is it's too much elitist pricks to deal with. And it's visible. It's visible on LFG forums. It is so visible. So fucking visible. I haven't even got the time to even give examples. But those who know Destiny LFG forums will know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't be an elitist fucking prick, man. You know what I mean? If you're going to put yourself out there to help people, then do exactly that. Don't be a fucking prick. Okay. What else? Next tip. When you're working out a strategy, one voice at a time. The one thing that frustrates me, I'm a musician, right? So I need to hear things clearly through different channels of a recording. Do you know what I mean? I can hear 20 different things at one time, but I know what doesn't sound right and what's not in key and what's not in step and what's not in time. But in a conversation, it's much different. I need to basically hear what the most experienced person has to say. If I'm trying to hear that and it's being covered by 4 other people who don't know what the fuck they're doing, trying to tell me what to basically do, that will frustrate me more than anything else. So I just need to hear one voice at a time. And once that person's finished, then another person can basically talk. I know it might be a bit difficult because of delay in time zones. I can appreciate that. But more times than not, when the man's trying to explain and then another person says, yeah, I know that. Maybe another person in the fire team does not know that. So you need to politely shut the fuck up and let the person say what they've got to basically say. Any questions, and then you ask a question. Right? And a question that takes the longest to answer, in my experience, is when somebody says, has anyone done the raid before? I'm quick to say, no, I haven't done the raid before, but I'm willing to stay here for the duration. But some people will take fucking 10 seconds to answer that question, which tells me a whole lot. But anyway, I'm digressing. Next tip, please, while we are setting up a strategy, Do not fucking spend your bullet supers and melees in conversation. That is the most frustrating, or one of the most frustrating things I can ever experience in any raid. I don't care how fucking experienced you are. If I'm having a conversation with you, don't be fucking meleeing me, shooting me, or performing your fucking supers at me. That's more noise. I can't fucking hear nobody as to how to clear the freaking boss or how to complete the raid. It is frustrating as fuck. And then when you go into the raid, oh, I ain't got no ammo. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. It's because you're too busy freaking being a prick and spending all your freaking ammo when you don't have to spend it. Don't scratch that itchy trigger finger, man. Use it where it's most needed and wanted and welcome. Thank you. So please, don't spend your bullet supers and melees in conversation. You're just being a prick and you ain't proving nothing to nobody because nobody's there. You're just doing all that shit to fucking thin air. All right, next tip. Stick to your role and don't deviate. And please do not pass the buck. By that I mean, when you have a role to do, you stick to your role. Don't deviate, don't move away from it. If what you have to do is basically put 2 bullets in the freaking boss's dome at every given opportunity, that's what you do. You don't move from it. When you're seeing somebody else fucking up, don't basically try to save him from a distance when there's other people that can try and save them from a near distance to where you are. Just do what you are doing, because once the routine is established, then you can move on. If it's not established, it's by you moving away from your thing and having somebody to tell you to go back to what you was doing, etc., etc. Know what I mean? So stick to your role, establish your role, stick to your role, don't deviate. Once you're set and you're doing what you've got to basically do, it's up to the 5 others to do exactly what they're doing as well, and everything will roll and ride in tandem, and you'll be rolling like a machine, a well-oiled military precision machine. Okay? And the last tip, the last 2 tips in one, is have patience and have fun. Having patience is one of the biggest virtues of this game. Having patience in concentrating, in doing, completing the objective, getting things done in the objective is the best reward for when you get your raid gear. You know, just getting your raid gear because you can't be asked to fucking do the whole raid or what have you, I don't find that rewarding, but people just want to basically just cheese and do what they need to basically do. But when you do a full raid and you get to that point because of your patience and everyone else's patience and everyone's synchronicity, you know, and everyone performing their roles to the best of their ability and doing what they are designated to do, and completing the raid is one of the most rewarding things in Destiny. And it being the most sociocentric game is all the more so, you know, and that's where real deep friendships can be formed, you know, by doing things like that. You know, I must say I've met quite a few of my gaming friends through this game, you know, and doing the raid with them is more than a pleasure for me. But at this moment in time, they haven't leveled up, and I'm just waiting for them to level up in order for them to share the experience. But anyway, have fun and have patience. It will pay off. Anyway, that is it for me for now. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, you know the coup. Whatever the game, console, media, platform, genre, happy gaming, because that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. Stay blessed, and until I catch you on the next one, Megan.